Okay, so I didn't get to do Santa Baby this year, and I didn't get to read the Christmas story, but there's always the end of 2018. Uh, I have been looking so forward to this day. December 31st could not get here soon enough. 2017 has been a year of, oh my gosh, are you serious? Remember losing my cell phone, and then uh, after that, May 28th will go down in history with Grandma being non responsive, her waking up and saying that I was going to wind up married before the end of the year to Mr. CB. I don't know. I heard that he's mad at me and he would love an apology if I want to talk to him again. So here it is. I'm sorry. I don't know what I did to upset you. I don't know what it is you're upset over, but maybe it's because I'm so public with my YouTube videos, or I'm so open with my YouTube videos, or I express my feelings better than anybody I know on my YouTube channel. Um, there's my favorite couple in wrestling has always been Triple H and Stephanie, and there's a classic clip where he's like, "Why does all of our dirty laundry have to be aired on TV? Why does all of our dirty laundry have to be seen for the world?" Sometimes I don't think it was so much that Steph was trying to, communicate to him and he wasn't hearing her, but I think what it was she didn't know how to get through to him, and that's why they did the parting of the ways there for a while on TV. I think that there was just she was confused on how to reach him, and maybe my YouTube channel. No, my YouTube channel has probably been the best way for me to communicate, to get myself across, my point across, and when I feel like that I'm not getting the deliverance that I want, I resort to my YouTube channel. So all I'm going to say is I said I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm supposed to be sorry for. And maybe if I knew what I was supposed to be sorry for, we could work things out. But it takes two to work things out. So there's that. But anyway, back to Grandma. She then, remember, went to Oddfellows and then back out to the hospital. Then while she was at the hospital, Grandpa took a fall. Remember that? How could anybody forget? And then after that, we got Grandma over to Mattoon Healthcare, where she spent 3 months, which was ongoing. And then when we finally got her home, we had to fight with Diane Snow yet again in order to keep her here. Dr. Michael retired this year. Everything in 1 year. 2018 is definitely a year of new beginnings, a year of we are so scared that we don't know what's going to happen next. But there's faith, hope, and love, and God above. I want you to remember that, most of all, if nothing else. And put your faith in Him, and everything will be fine. Friday was my day off, and another 2017 moment happened. We were in the parking lot at County Market, going to go park my car. This jackass was going to pull out of the parking space, and we had honked the horn 3 times. He went ahead and barreled out of that parking space and smacked my car. But because the police department says there's not $500 worth of damage, they refused to do a report. And my State Farm said that they were going to make note in case anything in the future happened to my car. I did remember the plate, V80484, and now the more I think about it, that is the plate that hit my car. It was a blue Buick Park Avenue, about 1990, and I really wish that person who did the hit and run would get their butt rammed very hard by the cops, but that's just a personal rant. We're going to do some Blonde Bombshells before we do Old Lang Syne. So this is probably like the worst of 2017. Of course, I turned 40 this year. I had so many goals set in my mind that I thought I would accomplish by now. I thought that I would be married, I would have my kids, and everything would be gravy by now. But life has not went as I have planned it, so why should it start now? The best part of this year would have to be Christmas. My nieces got me the Apple iPhone and this OtterBox and the little clippy thing on the back of this thing. I got Garth Brooks the anthology and several items that I could use, like coloring art kits, Lee Bryce the CD, Kelsey Ballerini Unapologetically, and just a lot of great things. Material things, but it wasn't so much the material things that mattered. It mattered most that it came from the people that cared about me and love me and support me, and it's my support group. And I tried to make the holiday just as special for them. And if Mr. CB was around, I even had him a gift, and it's still in the basement. But that's another story. So let's do some dear bombshells, which, by the way, one of my friends got engaged today, and I want to send my congratulations out to them. I wish you nothing but the best from here on out. May all of your happiness come together and your dreams come true and bring out the best in each other. Never go to bed angry, and always talk out your problems, no matter how big or small. Anyway, here we go with the Dear Bombshells. Dear Bombshell, going into 2018, what is your resolution? Well, 2017 was very unpredictable, and if I've learned anything, it's that the best things are the surprises that you don't plan. And also the worst things, but let's look at the best things. I mean, Grandma had to fight literally to come back home. She had to learn how to re-walk, how to eat more than just 2 bites and say I'm full. And Grandpa, even though he fell, he overcame that, and he around Thanksgiving time, he was very ill and had to be taken to the hospital by ambulance, which Dunn's ambulance messed up there and made him walk to the ambulance instead of putting him on the stretcher. There's another moment that's just wow. I mean, it's continuance. Halloween, we didn't have the dress up at work, and I have costumes here that I had picked out for Halloween to wear, and I didn't wear them to treat the kids this year because it was too cold. That seems to be a theme right now, too cold, in case y'all haven't noticed. But my biggest resolution for 2018, through my credit counseling, I've learned to set goals and to have something to strive for, to make myself better for. So the one long-term goal I have is not only to get out of debt completely, but to be able to get myself financially set up so I'm financially sound enough to adopt 1 or 2 children. I would love to adopt a baby, but I'm 40 now, so the chances of that are very extremely rare because I don't have, I have PCOS, and it's just me, and I'm realistic in the fact that knowing that my age is against me in a lot of ways, but I would love to raise a child and be called mom. That's the greatest gift that you can possibly get. So, yes, I'm very hopeful in that. So we'll say adoption is my biggest goal. Financially sound and adoption. What is my short-term goal? My short-term goal is just happiness right now. To make sure that I don't dwell on the negative and focus on the positives, and make sure that I make every moment count, because life is short and it's a gift from God every moment we get. Dear Bombshell. I love these questions sometimes. I wish I really would have got this one before Christmas, and I'm sorry that I didn't. Dear Bombshell, I'm spending the holidays with my fiance's family, but I don't want to overstep. Is it okay sometimes to say, hey, I need the bathroom before you get in there? I would say, if the best way to communicate, if you really need to go to the bathroom, honey, just tell them that you need the bathroom, and then, afterwards tell them, hey, I'm out. Don't spend all day in there, but maybe a 15-minute visit and then out, as you don't want to offend anybody, and make it quick. Dear Bombshell. Oh, this one's cute. We're going on a family vacation next year. Where should we go and why? Florida. It's hot. It's nice. There's seashells to collect, and Po Folks Restaurant. I can't say that enough. Which is funny because one of my questions was, do you think you'll get to Po Folks in 2018? Well, I had hoped by now I would be married and we would be honeymooning at the Po Folks Restaurant so we could have our kids on the way. But that hasn't happened yet. If I get to become a mom and be blessed with that from God above by adoption, because at this point that seems to be the only route I have, I would say we will take a trip to Florida. We will eat at Po Folks. And that restaurant means so much. That was a great question. That was in the Blonde Bombshell. Dear Bombshell. Why does Po Folks mean so much? Well, when I was younger, that restaurant was owned by the late country singers like Conway Twitty. I want to say George Jones, but anyway, there was a corporation of the older country singers before Mr. Kane from the nowadays owns the Po Folks branch. But Bill Anderson was known as their spokesperson and was on all of their commercials. And my grandpa has always been a great big Whisper and Bill Anderson fan. And actually, New Year's Eve always brings up memories of being at Nashville North and Taylorville, Illinois, where we spent many of New Year's Eve watching him perform over there because that was just my grandpa's favorite. And it just brings back so memories. And being a spokesperson for that restaurant would just make me feel like I was more at home. Hopefully in 2018 I get the opportunity to go visit Po Folks. I'm really emotional tonight. I don't understand this. But anyway, I really hope and pray that 2018, it will be a great year for all of us. We're going to go ahead now and cut this one off before I start the waterworks up. Sorry that I'm not being very talkative tonight. Haha. And then we're going to go ahead and sing Old Lang Syne as we count in the new year. I know that it's probably going to be posted before the new year, but there's reasons that I'm doing this way. I want to get Grandma to bed about 12:30 so I can get downstairs and work out because I work tomorrow. So, that's my life. See y'all again in a few minutes.